Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I realized today I haven't done an update in a while on our little tub experiment where we took goat manure, put in one tub, bagged potting mix, put in one tub, and my own homegrown compost and put in one tub, and did our little experiment with broccoli, supposed to be cauliflower, and onions. So here's my update on that video. So as I said, this is a third video in the series. I'll leave a link to the playlist up here. Go back if you haven't seen the first two, check those out before you watch this. And I figured since we're gonna be talking about broccoli failures for the most part, it's a broccoli fail, why not wear my Keeping It Dutch t-shirt, guys? Keeping It Dutch, you know Dutch, he's a good buddy of mine. This shirt looks a lot like mine because it's from the same company, but Dutch, I love your shirts. These are awesome, man. And I can't help but pick on you. So if I'm gonna be talking about broccoli fails, might as well wear my Keeping It Dutch t-shirt. So be sure, if you haven't already done so, go check out Dutch's channel. Go check out his t-shirts on Bonfire. Go to www.bonfire.com/keepingitdutch, or go to Bonfire and search Keeping It Dutch. Anyways, go check him out. Awesome guy. Let's talk about our experiment. Pull up my little stool here. As you can see, our experiment pretty much turned out kind of how I expected it to. Over here on this side, I'll bring you guys in a little closer and check this out. This is the goat manure, just straight goat manure clean out of the barn. The plants look almost identical to the way they did when I stuck them in here. They just really haven't done anything. Might have grown a couple inches, but that's about it. The onions, as you can see, they started to grow and curled over, really didn't do anything at all. In the middle is our own homemade compost mix made out of our hay and goat manure mixture. I actually did get to harvest broccoli off of this one. The side shoots are coming up now, but we did get to harvest a head of broccoli, not nearly as big as the broccoli grown in our raised beds. Obviously, there's just not a whole lot of room for them here to grow, but we did get to eat broccoli off of these. The others were supposed to be cauliflower, but none of the plants grew cauliflower, and none of the plants over there that were supposed to be cauliflower grew cauliflower. I bought them from a gardening store, and obviously they're not cauliflower. They're some kind of like Asian cabbage maybe. I'm not sure just yet. But anyways, the plants in here are full, they're green, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to, on a little smaller scale because they're kind of crowded and there's just not a lot of soil in here. The last one is the bagged potting mix. I would say is in second place. The goat manure, straight goat manure over here was by far the worst. The bagged potting mix, as you can see, the plants have grown a little bit, and I'm just now starting to get a little bitty head of broccoli. It's like the whole broccoli plant made one bite-sized piece of broccoli. But you can see that. The onions didn't do anything at all there. The onions in the middle here with the compost are doing pretty well. I mean, they're obviously a little bit crowded, but they're starting to make a bulb. There is actually an onion there. Of the three, they're the only one that's really doing anything onion-wise. So as you can see, like I said, this was just an experiment. If you've gone back and watched all the other videos, you know, I really didn't have high hopes that anything was going to do great because they're pretty crowded. They're in a small container and there's 6 plants in each container. But you can see this was completely disappointing to me. Like, I thought that the bagged compost, the bagged potting mix would do better, would perform better. Now, I didn't add fertilizer to any of these, so it's just straight what it is. I didn't add any liquid fertilizer, granular fertilizer, or anything to any of this stuff. So it is what it is. Goat manure obviously needs to be composted first. You can add some goat manure. Adding some goat manure to your garden is just fine. It's not hot. Obviously, it didn't burn up the plants. They just didn't have what they needed to thrive. A lot of people said that the goat manure would just burn up the plants and they wouldn't do anything. Well, they're green. They just didn't grow. They're missing a lot of the micronutrients and the other parts of that NPK. They're just missing a lot of what they need nutrient wise to grow. I think the compost growing in straight compost did amazingly, and Luke over at MI Gardeners proved that, because last year when he built a bunch of raised beds, he put in straight compost. He didn't bring in a bunch of soil, it was just straight compost, and his did amazing. If you start adding in things like the micronutrients and a little bit of some kind of natural fertilizer, I think this one right here will double in size. It would perform tremendously better than what it did, but it did grow, did what it was supposed to, and did amazing. I'm just really disappointed in commercial potting mix. I thought it would do a lot better. So, well, there's the results so far, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Was this what you expected? Go back, here's a good one. If you watched all 3 of the videos now, go back and watch the first one and the second one, read the comments, go see what you said would happen. Were you right? Were you correct? Let me know in the comment section of this video if your prediction was spot on, because a lot of people predicted that the compost would do pretty good, that the goat manure would do really, really well or really, really bad, and a lot of people were kind of on the fence on the commercial potting mix. But this just goes to show, guys, if you're growing in containers on your porch, you need to do a little bit more than just a commercial potting mix, because those failures you may be having may not be your fault. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update on the container series. And since we were talking about broccoli failures, what better shirt to wear than Keeping It Dutch? Because if you follow Dutch and I, you know we got this little broccoli competition going, which I've already won. I mean, I've already got it in the bag. I know that. I mean, come on. So, wear my Keeping It Dutch swag in honor of Dutch losing all broccoli growing competitions. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.